Alright, can you hear me now? I'm going to restart if it hasn't fixed itself. It doesn't show any dropped frames. If it's still laggy.
32-bit red. Yes, backslash.
Okay. I restarted OBS. I think I left it on since the last time I used it. And it does weird things if it do that. So I usually have to turn it off and back on. Do we sound better now?
32-bit red. All good now.
Okay, good. So, I'm cleaning up my desk here because I can't find that cable I bought for the Nintendo adapter. So the one for the Famicom adapter, I can't find that cable. And I also brought down at the same time I brought the cable downstairs the Hal Effects analog sticks for the PS4 controllers. So both of those things are missing, and they've got to be sitting together somewhere because I brought them downstairs at the same time. I don't know where. So I figured I'd clean off my table and then go from there. If I can't find it from there, then I don't know. I don't know where else it could be. It's here somewhere. I know I brought them downstairs. That's all I remember. I did find on my table an amplifier for a SP, so
32-bit
that's a
red.
thing.
I meant to ask you, I know I sent you a Dogbone controller, but I recalled that I bought one of those adapters too. Did I send you that as well?
No, I did not get an adapter. No. Just the dog bone. I don't know why I've got so many Game Boy Advance games sitting on my table.
Okay. Must be in my house somewhere.
We're good at losing things. We're old. We forget things. Like this stuff doesn't need to be on my desk, and then batteries I can move over. Okay. All right, so I'll move over to the bench and see the mess I've made over there. So that Sega, the soccer is what I was using to test that other console. All right, so I'm gonna go through the drawer. We'll see if I can find it in here. Yeah, I need to clean out all of this drawer. It's so messy and it's so deep. It can hold so much crap.
32-bit red. Rumble packs are such a product of their time, but I like them.
Yeah,
They add weight that I like.
they make the controller feel whole. Alright. Oh, what's on the bottom of that? Don't even know what that is. Alright. We'll kind of go through what if you can find anything in this drawer. Take stuff that doesn't need to be in the drawer out. I feel like I don't think I would have put it in the drawer, but I may have. A few of the tools I brought home from work I need to take back. I need to take one of these back. I think I'll take this one back to work. Ugh. As for in this drawer, I don't see the wire. Okay. Let's see. Isn't anything else? Put the stuff I got from you up. That'd be a good idea. My God, how did I lose this? I know I brought them downstairs. And I knew I planned on, I would use them soon. So I know I put them by my desk somewhere. Oh my gosh, so frustrating. I got all these little cubbies so I can shove things. Alright.
32-bit red. I like to say that my house eats items when I'm not looking.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing. I feel like I would have put them over in this area where I put the Famcom. Give me a second. Let me put this stuff up. Alright, so double check over here. That's a no. I did find... I lost the laptop that went inside of this keyboard and I found it, finally. So I can put that up now and actually get it charged so I can use it as a second screen for my, for when I'm talking on to you guys. But I gotta charge it up because it's dead. Let's turn this on and see if maybe I stuck it in here with the consoles. Sega CD out of here. It takes up a lot of room. I'm gonna go put back all these games. Make sure I put the games back in their cases before I put them up. Okay. Champion, are you in there? You are. Snatchers. Yes. Alright. Alright, let me go put this stuff up and I'll be right back. Alright, I've got some stuff on the top of this display shelf.
32-bit red. What's that yellow thing on top of the GameCube? It stood out to me.
That is my multimeter. So when I was testing voltages and stuff. He can go back on my desk. Here. This can go up here. I don't think I shoved it up in my cabinet. Hope I didn't.
32-bit red.
Jesus.
I thought it was the elusive yellow Game Gear from Home Alone 3.
That would have been awesome. Alright. And they are not in here. Alright, I'll just move my camera so I can show you what I'm cleaning off right now. So, I'm checking to see if it's up here on top of this shelf. Unless we can even turn a light on in here. Maybe.
"32-bit red. So that's what's going on in that direction."
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like my catch-all. I just threw stuff up here. Headphones over here. So I've got this laptop I've got to take a look at for my friend. That's my hope is to get to that today. He thought it was a power supply, so he bought another power supply. So we'll take a look at that today after I get done with the rest of the little things. I'm gonna plug it in right now to see if it just needed a charge. We got power cords. We got AV cables for the Wii. Yeah, the Wii U. Atari power cord. Another power cord. Famicom AV. Alright, so those over here. RF. I need to just stop using things for a catch-all. Alright, power supplies I have over here to test. My power supply adapters. The BNC connector for something. I can go upstairs. I'll just put it in my pocket. Forget about it until I go upstairs. Nintendo that's getting a yellow screen of death.
32-bit red. There's some manner of nest thing right in front of the camera, on the bottom. Is that it?
Let me see. Oh, that's another power supply. But yeah, I've not got to that yet. Where am I putting this broken Nintendo? Put him up here. I'll put him over here with all my other broken stuff. Okay. Power cord adapters in there. This is my test television. I was testing that Sega on.
32-bit red. Oh wow. Looks exactly like a NES controller.
I think there is a NES controller up there too, but there's also a power block right in front of it too. So I'm not sure which one you're looking at. So yeah, there's a Nintendo controller there, and then I thought you was looking at the Master System power block. Alright, so it's not up there.
32-bit red. Well, you said you were looking for the adapter too. So
That's
I
true.
tried to hell.
Yeah.
Tongue sticking out.
Yeah, the adapter is with it. Wherever that is, the adapter is sitting with it. And I was pretty sure I brought him over here to my bench, but the more I'm cleaning off, the less I think I did. I don't want to have to rebuy those Halo control buttons because those things are stupid expensive. It was like $45 for a few controllers.
32-bit red. I spy with my single good eye a Pokemon Game Boy in the display case.
Yes, you do. Yep. I do have both the Pikachu one and the Game Boy Color. Alright, I got a lot of cartridges that's laying around up here. I'm putting them on a shelf here and I'll eventually get onto those. Well, crap. see this guy. Must have it unplugged. I was gonna turn on the light for you. Alright.
32-bit.
Well,
I think I see a Sharp Twin Famicom too.
Yeah,
You're
you do.
just cooking with gas with your collection.
Yep.
Smiley face.
That's sitting next to my my JVC XI. Alright. Well, then you got all this stuff over here. I don't think it's up here, but more power cords. PS4, 3 controller, PS3 thing. Hey, there's my shine spray. I was looking for that. It's not up here. Woohoo! 8 gigs of PSP savage. Well, crap.
32-bit red. I love how your monitors are set up.
Oh yeah.
One above the desk makes me feel nostalgic.
I have.
Smiley face.
That one has a stupid focus here. Yeah. I have this on a pole. So I got those monitors there, and then I use the PlayStation television as my main display. Then I've got another HD television to make sure it's upscaling right, and then my CRT stuff. Oh, let me see here. Put that up. We got those are all the chemicals where they need to be, mostly. I didn't just oh. Gotta go put all the stuff for the minister back. The minister is missing. It's a foam on mine, so it's just kind of chilling. Okay. Where else could I have thrown this stupid thing?
32-bit red. Missing what now?
Hold on. I'm missing. Oh, I'm missing the foam for the 32X. Not 32X. The foam for the foam for the minister. So my minister doesn't have any foam inside of it. It's just an empty. It's just a box with a gun in it. All right, let me walk around here. Oh! I think I found it. I did. Aha! They were on a cart that was over here, and I had to move, and I moved them over by the pool table, and it was on the cart. So, ha!
32-bit red.
There it is.
Oh, I understand now.
There's the
I was
Halifax.
thinking something was weird.
Yeah. And I don't remember what this was. Let's see. This is... Oh, I think this is just more stuff for the controller. Let's see. There's my glasses. There it is. So I can get my seeing glasses on. 12-piece RBI handle bezel. What? I don't know what this is. None of those words made sense. Just gotta open it up and look. Oh, okay. It was repair stuff for an Xbox. I think it's for the Xbox controller. Yeah. So I mainly got it for the tools. I didn't realize it came with those other little L and R buttons. Huh.
32-bit red. Repairing an Xbox?
I've
That's a job no one wants to do.
it.
Laughing face.
It's the controller, even worse. Yeah, that's for the controller. All right, so these are the expensive guys. I bought some Hall Effect analog sticks for the PlayStation. I believe these are the PlayStation ones. Yeah. Okay. And then, of course, the cord. So now I found them. I'm happy. I can put them where I know where they're going to be. I'm telling you right now, I'm putting them on the second shelf, on the shelf above my workbench. So, when I get those controllers to repair, and I'm like, where did I put that? We now know. I at least have one other brain that has heard me say where I put them. Alright, let's just do a real quick test of the games that you wanted to play with this adapter. So, I'm going to use my top loader, but it also has that adapter on the side. So, I can test it that way. There we go.
32-bit red. Right, that's fine.
Are these marked player 1, player 2? No, that would make sense. Why would they do that? Alright.
32-bit red. They are. "32-bit red. Look very carefully. Love bug.
Are they?
I just took a shit.
I'm so happy for you. These are not. Oh, well, they were maybe on the tags. I don't know. Anywho's, let me plug in this tablet before I forget again, and then we'll get this. There we go.
32-bit red. I remember the number being etched in. Maybe just a manufacturing error.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Come on, start showing me that you're charging.
Love bug. Goddamn, that's a big ass TV. Almost
Isn't
as big
it?
as my girlfriend's mom's ass, if you catch my drift.
Or hers. She might have a nice drift too. Let's see here. That's what I need. There we go.
Love bug. Big red, you better not be from Idaho. If you do, we got problems.
Idaho. Oh. Uh-oh. What'd you do?
"32-bit red. What is this person on?"
Oh, he's on Facebook. Oh wait, no, he's on YouTube. So you'll see it in my main chat on the screen, but not in your chat on Twitch. Let me go grab an AV cable here. Unless you meant like on it's like some sort of drugs, then I'm not sure. It could be on anything.
32-bit red. No, I mean they're acting like they're on something.
Yep.
Lovebug. Goddamn, I hate Idaho. I mean, well, shit. Idaho can suck a big one.
What do you have against potatoes?
Lovebug. Oh, you're a Twitch boy. I understand, my apologies.
Alright. So we have the white and the blue. Oh, that's right. I need this Super Nintendo hookup. Come on. There we go. I was thinking for some reason this is the one I modified to put AV cables on. But this one has the SNES hookup on it. Okay, there we go.
Ryan David. Howdy, partner.
Hello. I'm doing a real quick test with some
Lovebug.
Famicom stuff.
With but no black. I thought we were better than this. This ain't the 50s anymore. Lovebug. I meant white.
Alright, there we go. Video's on.
Lovebug. Shit.
Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna test. I got an adapter to use regular NES controllers on a Famicom. I'm just testing a few games with it. See how they play. And then we'll take a look at the rest of the Nintendo controllers that I have to test. Uh-oh. The right one. Center positive. There we go.
Uncle. Have a nice day.
Alright. You too. Thanks for popping in for a second. Did I just mess up my Famicom?
Lovebug.
Oh, I'm plugged
You
in.
look like you could grill up a mean barbecue.
Oh no. That means I have to go outside. Alright, let's try this again.
Lovebug. No, have a bad day.
There we go. Alright. Now, we can go over to the console stuff. Alright. I'll grab that NES controller I had before. I'm going to go with the one that has a... There we go. Alright. You here. Maybe. Crappy little
32 bit
camera.
red.
Look at my shirt.
Lovely. I'm gonna have to step out.
Well, I'm doing
Not
this for
gonna
you.
lie, this jerk is getting on my nerves, and I don't need that in my situation.
Fair enough.
Good luck today.
I'll let you know how the games work for the ones I'm testing for you. Alright. Let's see. Where was that list? Alright. So I want to see if this adapter works with a few games. I can find the list. Here we go.
Lovebug.
So,
Big Red, you still there?
no,
We should will wrestle.
he took off. Alright, so we'll look and see if the Zelda games work with this adapter. Kill mode.
Love bug.
Alright, cool.
I meant no offense, but I thought I sensed some Idaho in you, Big Red.
There we go. Alright, so I can control with that one. See if the disk system version works. What is it? Check out
Love bug.
Kid Icarus.
Don't leave us. I'll give myself 30 lashes with the NES controller.
I don't know what Kid Icarus is in Japanese. Alright, cool. I will wait. Thank you. Alright. I can move things around.
Ryan David. Recently bought a Steam Deck. What's your thoughts on the emulating capabilities on it?
I think the Steam Decks do a pretty decent job. I mean, they're just updated, they're just computers, and so they can pretty much emulate anything as long as it's got a good, as long as the front end or whatever you're using for the emulation can handle the Steam Deck's control scheme. I've not messed with it much, but I'm pretty sure everything I've seen that it does a good job on them. I personally get frustrated with normal emulation setup. Stop, I want this one. I don't know why, I just get really frustrated with them. I just want it to plug in and play. I don't want to tweak the settings. But that's also, you know, true with I usually just use the Mister if I'm doing my emulation. It's a little bit more expensive, but I just hit an update all and it's set up and it works. That's just me being a dork, though. Alright, everything seems to be working with this adapter. Somebody was saying that the the adapter that uses the NES controllers on the Famicom has some games that it has problems with. And so far, everything I've tested, it seems to start up and I can hit buttons. There he goes. Kick him. Alright. There it is. Exit game. And Turtles 3. Alright. It's already started up. Don't even have to worry about it. Alright, and last one we'll test is Final Fantasy II translation. And then we'll start taking apart some of these oddball Nintendo controllers and see if we can get them to work. Final Fantasy II. Oh man, they've got all kinds of English translations on that. We'll just go with this one and see. I don't want to see your story. Just go. Okay, cool. Ah! Alright, yep. We're good. Okay. Anyway, now we're good on that stuff. Turn that power off. We will go over here, and I will start looking at some of these weird controllers I've got to fix. So, first off, this guy was having trouble. So I'm going to try to see if we can just take it apart and clean it and test it out. And then as long as it all works, we can change the bad NES one to good, non-OG. I don't know. This is going to be a pain in the butt to take apart. I'm not looking forward to it. I can go to my workbench and I'll clean that off while I head that way. Don't mind the mess. Okay. Okay, there we go. Give me a light. There we go. Everything doesn't want to work. Batteries, you can pop in there. Go over there. USB tester. Go there. Alright. Haha, we're clean. Alright, let's see what this guy's doing. Take these screws out. Some of these are just ridiculous. I don't need that long of a driver. There we go. I don't know where this controller would be comfortable to use, but oh, that's awkward. I was trying to I was holding the controller flat, and the screws put in at an angle, so it wasn't coming out. Come on, get out. Or stay in, I don't care. You do you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what this controller would be used for. It's not ergonomic. I mean, I couldn't see anybody wanting to hold the controller like an airplane. You got a button there, you gotta hold it like this. Had to be someone's
Top
favorite
underscore
controller.
level can go. Cheap viewers on streambo.com, remove the space, at DXQSEW6C.
My viewers are already the cheapest viewers. I haven't paid one of them. Thanks. I appreciate the offer. Oh, losing things is what I do best. I don't know why these screws are just not wanting to turn. Maybe this bit here. Yeah, this. Okay, so I like this bit. It's a slightly different number 2 bit. Weird. There we go. Getting it out now. not awkward at all. Alright, I think there's one more screw. This is the other one. I think he's alright. I think it's out of the plastic underneath. No, it's not. Alright, now we can take the bottom of this off, or top of it off, I guess. Not sure which parts will need to come off. Alright, there it is. So the wire goes in there. The buttons are kind of in their own planes. Alright, interesting. That's there. Well, that looks like it got some stuff spilled on it. It's got some nastiness on there. Just not the wire here, so I can at least get this plastic piece away while we work on this. And then the buttons on the front are their own little thing. Alright, so let's get these all cleaned. Get the alcohol out. Yeah. This thing is just the worst. I should have spent a couple dollars more and got a brand name one instead of just what the cheapest one was. It might have just been some old flux. My glasses on my face instead of on the top of my head. Now I can see a little better. Yeah, I think it's just some old flux. All the traces look like they're in good repair. Okay, let's plug these buttons back in. I'll plug it into the Nintendo real fast. See if it does anything at all. A little, yeah, gets a little closer here. Has like little nipples. It's got to go in there. Come on, get in there. There's one. One nipple. Two nipples. Ah, ah, ah. now we're good. Alright, let's go plug it in and see if it does anything at all. I don't remember exactly what this one had a problem with. We'll go back over here to playtest. Alright. Oh. Might help if it has power. I don't know which button is which. Okay, the back button's working, but the Final Fantasy. So basically, the A button, which would be, I guess this one right here, is not doing anything. So everything else seems to be working. Back to the bench. To the bench now. Oh, that's not the bench. That's my face. Okay. Here's the bench. Get this guy apart now.
$32-bit red. Is it safe yet?
It's safe. So this guy, I got all the buttons working except for the A button. Where did my other screwdriver go? Is this the Phillips or a 3-prong? Yeah, the 3-prong. Yeah, the Phillips. Yeah, that's what I wanted. This is the one I was looking for. We don't have a lot of these controllers left, so I wanted to finish up this.
32-bit red.
Get him out of the way.
Good. I'm sorry, they just came off as racist, kept swearing, and I didn't need to hear all that.
Fair enough. That is fine, I understand. Let's see here. I think he just likes to see if he gets in the chat room and gets a rise out of people. Let's make sure that the traces all tone out to the main board on this guy. Listen for the beeps. Alright, so I'm pretty sure, let's see, this would be our ground plane. Alright, ground's working. Then we'll take a look and see if...
32-bit red. I've seen this controller before. I had one many years ago. Never seemed to work right if memory serves.
This one looks like... So this trace here goes down to here, looks like. Alright. And then this one goes from there to here. Yep, alright, where does that one go? That one goes to a resistor. And the resistor goes to this chip. Oh, it's just going straight to this. It's going straight to the chip. Alright. Well, I guess all I can do is clean it off. And we'll see if that helps at all. Yeah, this one's kind of a weird... I don't see how this it could be, like, nice to hold. It doesn't look like it would be convenient to hold and try to play a game at all. I'm not going to do a full, like, super clean on this controller. I'm just going to get it working, hopefully. But the
32-bit
A button did nothing.
Try it with that terrible Top Gun game. I know I did. Tongue sticking out.
This sounds mean. Why would you do that to me? And that Top Gun is one of those games that everybody owned, but they don't remember buying. Like, yeah, I've got a copy of Top Gun. Do you remember getting it? No. How did I get that in my collection? People sneak a Top Gun in with a bad game and you just don't remember buying it. Alright, need to get a little bit of cushion for the pushing. That way it's not coming out. There we go.
32-bit red. And LJN had nothing to do with it. That's what makes it being so bad weird.
That is true. They may have had something to do with it. We just didn't know. They bought the license and then they decided not to use it and gave it to someone else. And just by them owning the license for a minute, made it into a bad game.
"32-bit red. Did stuff like that really happen?"
No, I don't. I know that there's sometimes that companies would get the license for something and they wouldn't make the game, so another company would take over the license. Because a lot of times they'll have X amount of years or months or however long the license is good for to make a game based on that license. I forgot what what's that other switch for? Auto fire. Okay, yeah, we don't want that on. Alright, let's just put it back together. I don't think it's going to... It's either going to work or not, so I mean, that's not a lot to do with this controller.
32-bit red. It says Konami made it, and while I know they had some bad habits with their NES games, I just can't imagine them negotiating with LJN.
No. No, I don't think they would either. That whole thing. That's holding it in. Okay. Oh, is any of these wires shorting out or anything weird? This wire looks really close to that other one. Gonna get some Kapton tape, and we'll just kind of separate those wires.
"32-bit red. I still find it hard to believe that Atlas made Friday the 13th, and while LJN published it, it's such a terrible game made by one of the best devs I know of."
Right? There's some people that like that game too. More power to them, but I can't. I don't get the appeal. I think that's good as in like that. Alright. We'll first we'll get this back in here. Wait, I'm gonna flip it around. Yep, there we go. Get that in there. Alright. Then we'll screw this back into place.
32-bit red. Also, I learned I need to upgrade to an EverDrive Pro for the Famicom. One game I'm deeming mandatory needs the upgrade.
Which game is that? Okay.
32-bit red. Vaccinator retranslated.
Oh, Faxanadu. Really? I didn't know that you needed the EverDrive Pro for that one. Well, if you want to trade your one that you have right now in
32-bit red. The retranslation expands the ROM to 512 KB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna need it. Stone Age Gamer does trade-ins, so you can trade in the one that you have towards that one. But honestly, you could probably sell that one and bring in a little bit more money now that it's working than you would if you just traded it. Come on, board. Get in there. There we go.
"32-bit red. Never gonna happen. Laughing face. It's always good to have a backup, and I'm tired of selling stuff for other stuff. Besides, my birthday is coming up."
Oh yeah, there you go. Alright. So either the A will work or the A won't work. If the A doesn't work, then it's a bad chip. And I don't have another one I can replace it with. It's not like we can just find these old chips laying around online. And honestly, this controller would be cheaper to buy another one of the controllers than the replacement chip. So Okay. Back together. To the test bench. So before I couldn't. Let's see if I've got that translation. Oh, there. Hey, that's it. I just needed to clean it. Let me see if it affects Xanadu's here. No, I don't have the fact Xanadu. But, yeah. Unless it's called something else during the translation. We'll play Pokemon.
32-bit red. Can you check if Star Tropics 2 works with that adapter?
Yeah, I can do that. That's crazy. Okay. Star Tropics 2. Let me get the adapter back on here.
32-bit red.
And with this plane.
Oh my, this is bizarre.
Alright. So we'll see if Star Tropics 2 works with a wing controller and the adapter. Yeah. Hold on. There we go.
32-bit red.
It wasn't called Star Tropics 2, was it? It was something like with a Z, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Xanda's Revenge, Star Tropics 2. There it is. Alright, yeah. Maybe? Oh, I had to select. My name is
32-bit red. Cool.
Alright. I wouldn't suggest playing with this, though. This is not the best controller to use. No?
32-bit red.
Oh, I should read the manual?
It takes a while to get into the game, so you can stop now.
Alright. Let me check something. I know this is silly, but I'm wondering if I'm not having any troubles. I don't know what happens if I have a controller in both ports. I'm wondering if that's where we mess up. Do we have any games that we know messes up with the side port? Because I didn't run it across any when I was testing it earlier. Maybe I got Faxanadu under here.
32-bit red.
Oh, is this? Here's the
Faxanadu
Faxanadu
nearby.
restoration.
$32-bit red. No, it's the retranslation.
I thought you said restoration. Okay.
32-bit red. Oh, this is it?
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, we didn't like that.
32-bit red. I know because of the name entry screen.
Yeah, hold on. That locked up whenever I tried to. Alright, let me unplug the other controller.
32-bit red. It has two patches, one for emulators, and one for real hardware.
It's locking up when it gets to the name there. Alright, let me unplug that side controller. And I'm plugging into the regular controller.
Using the wrong patch.
I'm pretty sure this is the right patch.
(32-bit red).
Huh, maybe I
I'll
am.
DM you the one I'm using if this fails, just to be safe.
Okay. I'm unplugging the side cable now. So I'll unplug the side cable altogether. Because I've got the EverDrive Pro. No, it locks up right there at the name. All the rest of them are different stuff. Well, these are restoration and uncensored.
(32-bit red). I just sent it.
Alright, let me grab it real fast. Alright. Did you send it to my email? Or did you send it through Discord?
32-bit red. DM on Discord.
Okay. Alright. So the one I had was version 1.1, and the one you sent me is version 1.04. So maybe they fixed some things on it.
See, the guy made two patches, one for the FCEU emulator, and one for real hardware, so maybe some wires got crossed.
Yeah, and also might just be that older patch had issues. Like I had the first version of the patch. Let me eject the memory card now. Eject. Alright. Alright, there we go. Now we're good. Let's try it now. I'm done with this airplane controller. It works. So, let me mark that first before I forget. NES non-OG bad is now 6. Non-OG good is now 24. I'm just glad we got it fixed.
32-bit red. I'm just glad Star Tropics 2 works.
Yeah.
Someone needs to invent longer wires for the default controllers on the Famicom. Laughing face.
Alright, so I'm going to test it normally with just the controller directly in, and then we'll try it on this side, or the add-on controller port. Alright, so now we go into hacks. I put them in the same place. So now this is the 1.1 I was trying. Here's the one you just sent me. I just changed the name so it matched. Come on. Man, I gotta watch him walk for a while. He gets to walk a lot. There we go. I am... Ah!
32
All right.
bit red. Could be worse. It could be Takeshi's challenge. Laughing face.
Hey, talk to me. There we go. Okay. I'll go see the king right away. You're not the king. I could not punch him enough. He just jumped on my head a lot. I don't think I actually played Sanity before.
"32-bit red. Sadly, our warrior cannot fight without some manner of weapon.
Oh,
Sticking out.
well that sucks. Ah. Alright. I don't think I actually ever played Xanadu. But, yay, it works. At least the patch ROM you gave me.
"32-bit red. I'm confident it works fully now though.
Yeah. Alright. Power off that. And we'll go back to the repair bench and grab the next controller. We'll take a look at it. Here is my controller for the... Oh no, it's one of these. It doesn't have any visible screws. It looks like I tried to take it apart before and couldn't get it. I got better tools now. Where did I...
32-bit red. A Missile Generation NEX controller.
Yep.
Now that is a sight to see. Smiley face.
If only any of them would ever work. Where did I put? I got a little tools container for just this situation, and I thought it was right here. It's in a little green pouch. And I thought I left it inside my drawer. I must have put it somewhere else. Somewhere that made sense for when I put it up before. And now I don't remember where that was. There it is. It's in this drawer. Alright. So some pry bars and some other things. We will figure this out. Maybe I have this one over here. And then this guy over here trying to pry in. I can see where the no visible screws thing is annoying. I'm in. Where's the freaking clips at? I mean, the controller doesn't work, but I don't want to break it. It's not like it's one that can be bought again. All right. That's just screen disassembly.
32-bit red. Yeesh. Who glued the thing shut?
I don't think it's glued. I think it's just it's got a clip somewhere, and they are not wanting to pop apart. So I've got to kind of get them to want to release. Unless there's screws underneath here. Oh, did they put screws underneath the front sticker? I bet that's what they did. I'm like, there's no way these clips are holding so much. Alright. Let's get the front sticker off. Those bastards. I bet that's what they did. Those sons of bitches. That's what they did. There's the screws. It's like, this feels like a screw.
32-bit red. Oh, those tricky guys.
Right?
Tongue sticking out.
I'm like trying to pry it open. I'm like, I don't feel any clips. Whenever they're smashed, clipped together, you usually can feel a clip or two. And I'm like, this feels like there's a screw. And it sure enough was. Which one's still holding? You're not holding. You're not holding. You're not holding. There we go. Alright. Then we got this stupid touch panel start and select button. Not nice at all. Get that out of the way. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, these are nasty. And then, these are micro switches or sort of switches? I don't know. Stupid design. They thought they were clever though. They're like, this is gonna be so cool. Look how awesome this is. Alright, I need to get that one, that one.
32-bit red. This thing looks like trouble waiting to happen.
Right?
Might want to abandon ship now.
Yeah, look at that. It pulled its own trace up right here. Alright. That anyway, let's go ahead and see if these switches are working. Maybe. I'm just going to take the screws out too here. How to overcomplicate an NES controller. I didn't realize they put a rumble in here. Why is there a rumble? What game uses rumble at all? Like, I don't recall anything utilizing a vibration feature. Maybe you can get like specialty ROMs that work just for that. Yeah, there's a little rumble motor in here, and that's where that is going. The one that I said the trace is ripped on is going to that. That's
32
a
bit
wire.
rad. How weird.
Yeah. So weird. Well. Let's check our button presses. Alright, those buttons are working. These are turbo buttons up here. Of course, everything's hidden behind a blob. So, you know, that makes it nice.
Thirty-two-bit red. No wonder this company got shut down. They were incompetent in every possible way.
Right? These are just a weird, like, okay. I see where there was going, but why do we have weird, like, nipples sticking out? Was that for the directional pad? It is! That's how it holds onto the directional pad. You have one there and one there. Ew. I don't like it. Okay, well, I mean, it's a thing. Wires are on there. Anything else weird? I think it was just dirty. He's got these weird L and R buttons too. Like, alright. Anyway,
32-bit red.
let's see if
I would not plug this thing into a real NES. It might fry it like when one plugs a Genesis controller into a 3DO.
it's actually not a bad observation. I may grab out the NEX and we'll test it on that. Hold on, there's a problem. Found a problem. Houston, there's a problem. A wire looks broken. Or it was just cut off in the first place. There are two wires, a green one and the ground. They're not on here anywhere. Okay.
32-bit red. I will be right back.
Okay.
Bathroom break.
I understand. I'm gonna get this back together and go pull out the NEX. We'll test the controller. Oh, hold on. I think this one. You said the long was here. And then the touchpad had this one. Okay. So those are my touchpads. Where's my other screws? We have one, two. Okay, one of these screws was here. Alright, that looks better. And then this weird touchpad thing. Good enough. Get this on like this, I guess. Oh no, I don't know which way it went. Maybe this way.
Kofi stream but. Visit Dougly007's KO5 page at.
That there. And then we have this awkwardly on this here. Doesn't make sense. I don't think that's right. I think these buttons, yeah, these buttons just had buttons inside of them. Controller. So there. The little nubs on it. Nubs there, nubs there. Alright. button back on here for some reason. Why not have L and R buttons?
Tiki Party. Put the phones on hold. Doug is streaming.
That's right. And I got one of those NEX Messiah NEX controllers. The screws were hidden underneath the freaking sticker. I was almost pried it apart trying to get to them because I thought I had clips, and then I felt like something holding tighter than a clip would. I'm like, damn it, they have screws under the sticker. Just the best design ever. Alright, I'm going to go get my NEX console out and test this. I don't know. I don't want to put this in a real NES.
Richard Henry. Can you repair my Switch 2 pre-order? It's broken.
Have you, did you make sure you pre-ordered it from the...
Whoa.
Did you make sure you ordered from the guy on eBay that's selling a photo of the pre-order Switch 2? It's not even the Switch 2, it's just the picture that he got a pre-order. Like, wow, what a devious little dick. Hold on, let me go get the Messiah. Oh yeah, baby. We'll get the Messiah out to test its own controller. I bet this, wait, is this center negative? It is center negative. Alright, cool. All I need to do then is use my, Sega Genesis power cord. Gotta hook up some AV cables though. Ah, come on.
Kazaman. Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? So, I don't think the Messiah will work with an EverDrive, but we'll try. It'd be interesting to see if it does. They claim they were not software emulation, but I'm pretty sure that was debunked, that they were using software emulation for this console. I haven't booted this up in years. I wonder if it even starts. I'll use their power block just in case. I did like the best thing about this console was the little NES collector's book that had like a checklist to collect all the Nintendo games. I can't, yeah. But yeah, it has a list of each game and its rarity. So let's see. When did this come out? This was a while ago. Let's see what Panic Restaurant was. Oh, here you go. When this console came out, Panic Restaurant was a rarity of 5
Kazaman.
with a value of $15. So, don't spend more than $15 on Panic Restaurant. So saith the book. If you do, you're going to rip off. Alright. Let me reach on in here. And plugging in this. Wireless is off. Okay. And all right, let's see what happens with an EverDrive. It makes farting noises. I hope it didn't mess up my EverDrive. Let me go get another game.
Kazaman. It's like how not to get rip-off guide NES version.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has a question, you just say, hey, I've got my guide right here. It tells me what it's worth, guys. Alright, how about just... Is anything going to start on this thing? Make sure. Huh. Well... Let me plug it in to my television directly instead of through my FrameMeister.
Richard Henry. It's too bad you're not booting up the Messiah on Easter Day. That would just be too good.
That would have made
Because
sense,
you
wouldn't
know,
it?
Jesus is the Messiah.
What color am I using here? Green. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. I might have had the wrong color. Okay. Alright, I'm going directly into my television. Of course, it's on component.
Kazaman. CRT.
There we go. We got a picture. Alright, so...
Tiki Party.
Let's
But
go.
today is the second Sunday of Easter. It's also an iconic date.
The second Sunday of the second sun. It was Jesus' brother, Jesus. He was working in the yard. You know? Okay, now I'll hook this up so you can see. You can see it all night long. Okay. There we go. Now, let's see if I got the controller working.
Kazaman. Yeah.
This thing I have not booted up in so many years. Come on. It's... Come on, controller. It doesn't even boot up when I have the controller in. I take the controller out. Yeah, I think this controller is shot. Let's go grab their wireless versions and see if they work. Where they went.
Kazaman. The controller busted.
Yeah, I was trying to get that controller to work to fix it. I just took it apart and cleaned it, but that did nothing. I can at least make sure the console still works. Maybe the controller port of the console's bad. No, that... I don't hear any sound. It's really, really low. Are you guys hearing any sound?
Kazaman. No sound from the game. Tiki Party. We do not have game audio.
Yeah, me neither.
Kazaman. Mario stuck.
I think the console needs
Tiki
some help.
Party. How the heck is Mario overlapping the pipe?
That's a good question in itself. It's really, really low. I think this console needs more help than I can give it. No, I can give it the help. I think I just found another thing I need to fix, is what I think I did. That's not what I want to do. Alright. I'm pretty sure the caps on this has just gone out. There's no audio at all. I can hear, when I've got the game in, I can hear it like, just for a second, do like a pause. Like I can hear the dee dee for the pause, but that's it. A risk of electric shock. Do not open up. Oh, let's open it up. Because when somebody says don't open it up, I at least got to open it up and look. Let's find out what's inside this thing.
Kazaman. Ha 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 ha.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm around longer than you are, Messiah. Game company. Alright. I wonder how many solder blobs we're going to see on here. That's going to have all the solder blobs. and then the screw fall out. That's too nice of a screw to come out of this thing. Let's see here. I should have 3 out. I don't, that's too big a screw. Where did the other one fall to? Oh no! There's that one. Maybe I threw it like I did that one. Anyway, let's go ahead and just take our fingernail right there, right through that tape that says don't open it. And let's open it. Unless you're going to have a sneaky screw underneath. I don't feel one.
There's 32-bit red.
There's the buttons.
I'm back.
There's the solder blobs I knew we would see in here. Alright. Okay, we'll move that out of the way.
32-bit red. What's the situation?
We have no audio. I didn't even get... The controller didn't work either, but I don't know if it didn't work because there's something else wrong with the console or what. But we gotta take a look at our audio.
Solder blob.
Yeah, we don't want to show you what chips we have, so we just use these blobs, and there's chips underneath those blobs. So, don't want to have someone steal the stuff they stole. Come on. Here's our audio board, so this is going to be where our problem is. Come on, don't want to live in there any more than you already have. Get out. What are you holding on to? You have nothing to hold on to anymore. Stop. How is this plugged in? So the power, everything's just ribbon cables. And this board here looks like it's just for the power. That board is stopping this board from coming out because it's catching it on it. Alright, let's see here. Let me try to take this board out. I think it's only held on by the 2 screws here. That screw and this screw looks like the only 2 screws on this board. So this board will come up here. Hot glue, baby! Okay, now that board's coming loose. And this board should be able to come out now. There we go. Alright. I'll take out these plugs. That plug and that plug. And there's only one freaking audio board on this thing. What did they do here? Really? So the audio comes in here.
Console can play NES and Famicom.
Yep.
Restream.io. Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Alright, so we'll get rid of that. We'll take a look at this board. This board only has a few caps on. We got a 50, 1 microfarad, 50 volt, 16 220 microfarad, 16 volt, 100 microfarad. These are all just power stuff. Like, this is just for the power. That's a weird value. Oh no, that's 470. I thought it said 170. But I don't see why that affects our audio. That should not be affecting our audio. Our audio cables come in here. They come down to here, and they go directly into this ribbon cable here. And that ribbon cable is this one here. Yeah, it even says ground left to right audio. So the only cab that it could be is this one. And these were charging cables to charge up your wireless controllers from the console. It's an RF. Why does this say RF? Anyway, we know the power is good, so I'll just change this 150 here. Let's see. Where's my cap? Where my cap in at? Me and the cap make it happen. There they are. So we got some
32-bit red.
1.5.
Is this thing even worth repairing since it can break NES cartridges? It doesn't even have full compatibility.
Shh. It's fine. Don't listen to him. I mean, it's a console I own, so it's worth fixing. Unless you want to find a working one for me. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to leave the power caps on. I'm just going to change this one out.
Hazeman. Why you have toothbrush in you drawer tools?
How else do you clean up all this nasty stuff, man? Toothbrush is your best friend. Get some alcohol on it, and it can clean up in between all those connectors, and it can make the board look nice. And then if I feel that unfresh feeling in my mouth, I can...
Hazeman. Whoa.
Oh, I didn't turn on my desoldering iron. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Here's the old one. Don't think it's hot enough yet. Let's see. Can we melt in some solder? Not yet. Come on, heat up. Come on, little buddy. Ah, there we go. Now you're getting warm. Excellent. It's a really thick pad there, so I think we're gonna, yeah, that's our negative side, so we'll go positive here, and then we'll just kind of heat up the negative solder and just run it in as it heats up. There we go. New cap is on. Solder him down. I don't know if this is going to fix the sound, but at least I've tried something. It's the only cap on the sound side board, and there's really not much going on. We have the sound comes in here, and then from there, it's going over here to the cartridge slot. Yeah, the NES cartridge slot on this, he's right, is like a monster. It holds everything on there like a beast.
Sound chip number?
Let's see here. I don't know, it's this blob right here. All the other chips are they look like power management chips and the controller chip. Well, let's see what happens. This goes in here. It does have this one cap, but that cap has nothing to do with the audio. The audio leaves through this connector. This is all for, looks like controller stuff, all the wireless stuff that they have on here. So this is your wireless antenna board here. For the controllers you could buy separately. Alright, those are in. We'll go ahead and, don't think any of these got plugged in on the bottom side. Everything else is on top. Okay. Slide that in first, then maybe not. I'll probably have to conveniently put it like this. Yeah, that's helpful. That's lovely. That's what I like. Make it convenient and easy to deal with. Alright. Where did you go to? Hold on, what the heck? Did I have an extra cable port? So we had this one and this one. I don't think anything was plugged into that. So there's another one on this board here that I missed. So, oh, I think this one went to this board. Okay, yeah, this one went to this board. And then this one went up to this board. And you put the lime in the coconut and drink it water down. You put the lime in the coconut. And then it feels better. Da, da. There's nothing I can do. Da, da. To believe it better.
32-bit red.
Okay.
They made this thing as complicated as possible, and for what? To keep people out.
Yeah.
Pointless.
Okay. So, gotta get these guys lined up here. Alright, those are on there now. Excellent. Is that cap I just put in there too tall? Maybe, maybe not. I just want us to get sound. There, alright. It is. My cap is hitting the board. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Alright. Alright. Now it's bent down ever so slightly. I should be able to get everything back together again. Yep, I think we're good now. Yeah, there we go. Now it's sitting flat. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's it. Let's go right there. Get out. You know, if the sound still doesn't work, that's all I can do. There we go. Alright, I could do more, but I don't feel like going that deep into looking. I want to look at that alienware thing for Ricky. That one there. Where's the longer screws at? I think I put the wrong one in. I think this one is the shorter of the two screws.
Dell gaming PC.
Yeah, he's not giving any power, and so I'm gonna see if we can figure out why it's not getting any power. That one I might have to do off screen though. I think that might be something it'd be hard to kind of show much that I'm doing. Oh, look at all the solder blobs on this one. This is beautiful. Oh, not solder blob. They just like super glued this one in here. For the power. Get the power in the right position. We'll just hot glue that in there, guys. Just got the hot glue. Do it. Get it in there. Get it there. Perfect. When in doubt, use the hot glue. That seems to be a good thing to do. Yeah. Alright. Now I should be able to get it back into place. So it needs to sit like that. I can see why they put hot glue on it. That doesn't sit that way naturally. There you go. Alright. They should have designed it to go over, like, flipped upside down and then go on the peg. But I'm thinking they just like, quick, get it together! We heard some people might give us money. Oh, these stupid switches and buttons and things. Okay. Alright. So we have that there, and then we have this switch goes over here for the
Zaxi
Wi-Fi.
Alienware sucks. Had to pay over $350 for a motherboard repair cause some muppet at Dell decided to place a MOSFET above the heat pipes.
Oh, that's nice. Wow. Well, I always knew that Dell sucked. And I was like, oh man, I remember when Alienware was really good before it was bought by Dell. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get these buttons in here. I can't hold them in here at the same time. Okay, I know what I can do. Where is my electrical tape? We'll use tape to hold them up. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll hold them. Like, I had no idea how like you'd get this together while keeping these springs here. I mean, I guess you could try to get the springs to stay on top of those, but I mean, either way, it doesn't really work. That's working. This is one. What is holding it on there? Something. I think I might have got the wireless switch upside down or something. Something's not wanting to slide in there correctly. Only thing I can think of is that switch is holding the plastic up. I mean, when I'm working with real consoles, I know that you'll occasionally get if it doesn't go down nice and easy, there's got to be something you did wrong. But on these bootleg ones, who knows? Alright. Double check. Did I put the screw in the wrong place? I bet I did. Yeah, the spring fell off. Spring fell off there. Alright, let's try this again. Also, these controllers. Oh, okay, the controllers are kind of janky too. Imagine that. They'd have janky controller ports. Okay. So the controller ports are kind of like not clipping in there right. Yeah, so there's little clips right there the controller port should be going into. And they are sliding backwards every time I try to put them in because of this top plastic piece. And our spring fell off again. These damn kids are playing on the escalator again. So glad I did this. sound like a great idea. Yeah, change out a cap, he said. It'd be easy, he said. To shred, you say. That's just glued down too. Everything on this console is held in with glue.
That's the switch.
This is switch 2. No. Jesus. Yeah, so the controller ports on the front here is what's causing the issue. The spring in here, this other spring, knock that one back off. Alright, so I got to get these controller ports into these little clips here. And every time I go to put them in, they slide back because of this thing. Oh my god, the tape. I didn't put the tape back on. Which one's the power button? I already forgot. That one is. Okay. You should just be reset. Yep, you're reset. Alright. Try it again. Oh my god. I don't know what I can do to get this guy to stay forward as I'm putting these in. Ha! I got you, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. I put the power button in upside down. You know what? That adds character. Screw it. Alright.
Kazaman. Yeah.
Alright.
Kazaman. Upside down.
Yep. It's upside down and inside out. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
Zaxy0. That adds character, screw it.
Yep. Get in there. Don't you know the hole is your home? There. One screw in. I think a spring came loose again. They feel fine. They both feel like they have screws in them. Alright. Just the worst design. Why is this not going in there? Nothing in the way.
"32-bit red. I tried to play SimCity's prototype on my EverDrive, then I realized something. I do not know how to play SimCity. Laughing face. Zaxy0. She'll be right, mate.
Alright. I mean, it just has a little rattle, right? That should be fine. Alright. Let's see what happens. Just wanted sound on a Nintendo game. Is that too much to ask? Ugh. Yeah, I'm only using Famicom games on it. I'm not going to put an NES game in there. The death grip on that thing. I'm like, oh no, why is it not powering on? I'm like, oh, well, I guess I might want to put the power cord in too. That seems to help. Well, that looks right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Did I forget to screw down the things? That's what's rattling around. Of one of the screws were not tight enough on the controller port, and it just came out. Let's go back to repair bin. See if I can do this without tearing the whole thing apart again. I can reach this screw, Ricky, can't I? Yeah, I can reach that one. Come on. Where is the magnetic screwdriver? There we go. I'm not taking it apart again. I'm going to make it this work. Why is it not going down? It's like just spinning. Alright, I think it's down there enough now. Alright, let's try it again. Good thing they didn't put like plastic shielding around to protect its internals. Oh, the power port. The power port now, guys. I guess it needed that hot glue. Because it does not... It doesn't hold the... at least I was working on the buzz. Okay. Mario. Let's do this. My plumber friend. I pulled the screw out again. You son of a bitch. Yeah. I know that was the right screw. There was only like 4 screws total. Oh man, this console. Oh god.
32-bit red. Fun fact, a deleted scene from the 1993 live-action Mario movie has a deleted scene where an old woman says F this to Mario and Luigi, but she uses the actual swear.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that old woman right now about this guy. Now I gotta test everything I just put in here just to make it didn't kill anything else. Workbench. Find that screw again. Screws definitely came right out again. There he is. Wondering if I can put just a thicker screw in it. The other side's holding. It was the same size screw. I'm probably going to take this thing apart again, ain't I? Let's try you. Probably going to screw and go to the bottom. Hey, look. One of the springs, too. I'm just freaking... I just gotta take this thing apart again. So janky POS. That one I didn't put a screw back into. Here's a broken piece of plastic. Where did that even come from? I don't recall seeing any plastic that color. Yeah, they just did not design this port correctly. So that's not going to work. Let me check this screw here. Make sure. See if that one's going to hold down. Are you going to hold it down? Was that it? Was it just ever so slightly different shaped? Maybe? No, the thing's just stripped out. That one's holding down fine. This one, these screws are the same height. Are you the same height? Let's find out. You are the same height. Well. See if you can get a little more bite to it. not coming out now.
Tiki Party. Rainbow Road wires.
Right? Isn't it beautiful? You can't be having that there rainbow colored road wires in here. They're talking like them homosexuals. Stupid people. Alright. I think that's what definitely is going to hold it in there now. I don't know what I'm going to do about this stupid power cord. It's set up right now that basically when you do anything to it, it moves backwards. So I'm going to have to put hot glue on it. I don't want to put hot glue on stuff because you shouldn't design shit to use hot glue. You should have slits to hold things in place. Like that should hold it in place. But it won't. And we know it won't. Where's my other spring at now? That was still on the... Okay. Okay, so I guess I've got to hot glue it down. I don't have any hot glue. Oh, this is going to stink. Yep, that stinks. Oh, God. Reusing old hot glue. What could possibly go wrong?
Zaxi Zero. Electrical tape.
Maybe. But what it was doing is holding it into like... It's holding it down at the same time. So yeah, maybe we can get some electrical tape in here. Alright. It's now more in place. What really should hold it should be held right here from whenever that's going down on there. That should be where the screws holding it in should keep it in place. Right, let's see. This spring. So this spring's holding on just fine. How is that one holding on and this one won't?
Tiki Party. I always have several bars of silicon gun cause you can give so many uses to them.
This spring just does not want to go in. The reset. Alright, so the reset button right there. Hey, maybe we can try to get a little piece of electrical tape on this guy too. Why the heck not? I'll hold the spring in place so it doesn't move when I'm putting the top back on. Alright, so a needle pulling thread. Reset buttons on the outside. That power button. We might even put these in the right way this time. Okay.
Zaxi Zero. Tape it till you unbreak it.
It came off even with the tape on it. Oh my god. I mean, it wasn't working right in the first place, but I mean, it should be working now. Spring, kind of stay where you go. And then, so this controller port would be nice to be able to like move it a little bit around. Spring's gonna fall off again, and it's gonna look. I already dropped it in there. Like here, this is where you're gonna live, right there. All right, sit, boo boo, sit. Good dog.
$32-bit red. Maybe if the company had taken lessons from you in the first place, they wouldn't have gone under.
If they would have asked anybody that played games before. Yeah. Okay. I think both of the springs are in. Power port, we'll have to test it whenever we get to that part. We'll utilize this screw down on the back here. Yeah, you're just going there for now. Actually, I don't think I put that one there. I think we'll take this one out and put it up front. Well, maybe this will work. No, it's not. It's stuck in there now. Of course it is. Alright, one more screw. Where is it at? There it is. I'm going to call in my warranty. Green. Red, white, power cord,
$32-bit red. And yet somewhere on planet Earth, some designer is laughing his face off for all of this.
right? Yeah, okay, so we got Mario now. Now we just need to get the controller working. I think we have Mario. We had Mario. Did I bump the cord? There we go. It'll say, I know, I just saw Mario for a second. Where's that janky controller? There he is. I want to see if its own controller will work now. I don't know. No. It doesn't even register it's plugged in. It should have a light on the front of it. Okay. Now we'll just use the NES controller.
Zaxi0.
Where did I put the NES controller?
What's the deal with the color?
Oh, well, you don't like that? That's actually what they translated the color to be. Yeah, it kind of does a purple background when you do the composite out of the NES. But most emulators, if you play it on an emulation machine, will fix that color. Alright, do we have sound now? Nope. That did nothing for all that crap I went through. I hear it like really lightly. But it's so light, I mean. I wonder, I'm gonna put it on my CRT and we'll see how loud we have to turn this up to hear it. Yeah, that's it. All right. I'm at A. I've got to have the TV almost turned up all the way. I guess I could try to turn my FrameMeister up. Let me see if the volume on the FrameMeister got turned down itself. But we was hearing it fine when we were playing the NES.
Tiki Party. Yup, that's audible now. Just don't switch channels or your room will get a sound burst.
Right. Oh look, I dropped my camera. Where'd it go? Don't get seasick. Oh god. Alright, there we go. So if I do the volume on FrameMeister.
Tiki Party. What brother is this?
I don't know. But he definitely needs some help. Alright. It has like no amplification. It's relying all on the Alright, so that's what this looks like on this thing. Let's put the regular Famicom back on here and see, without me adjusting the volume on the FrameMeister. We'll just plug the same cartridge.
Tiki Party. I thought the flag was a peace sign, but it's a skull.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Done with it. Alright. Let's see how loud this is going to blast through your ears. And I apologize ahead of time. It might be distorted, so I may have to turn it down right away. But I don't think we need to change anything. I'm not going to utilize this little piece of crap power supply, that's for sure. Hold on, let me get a good one in here. Alright. Hold on to your butts. Did I kill the game by putting it in there? Oh. Oh no! Yeah. Try blowing on it. Bueller. There we go. Alright. See how much you gotta turn this down without hurting your ears. Yeah, that's a bit louder.
Tiki party. Louder. Tiki party. Look at here.
Yeah. Alright. Oh no! It's slowly dying.
Tiki party. Oh no. Tiki party. The corruption. Oh, and I dead Setsu. I'm melting.
I'm gonna put my EverDrive back in. Because I tried the
Tiki
EverDrive
party.
for a second in that thing.
Is
I want to
this
make
the
sure I didn't mess it up.
creepypasta Mario Kartage?
Oh, good. Woo! Alright. Okay, so let me clean this cartridge and make sure it still works. I may have killed it with that stupid thing. Beady beady beady.
Tiki
Weedy
party.
beady beady.
That glitch just now was so cool.
It kind of was. Alright, he is a little dirty. That's fine. I'm thinking it was just the cartridge being dirty. But the audio problem, that's definitely something in that console.
Zaxy0_. Give ER a couple blows and you'll be golden.
Most of the time. Mostly. Alright. To the back cave. Alright. Get back here. Maybe. There we go. Let's see if it corrupts again. It does look like a skull, doesn't it? I think it's supposed to be a mushroom, but you're right. It looks like a skull. Look at all those points. Alright, good. It's fine. As for that console, it's going back in its box to never see the light of day again. Oh, wrong button. There we go. I mean, the book is probably the best part about it now. But I will put the janky controller with its sticker back on it.
32-bit red. Doug Lee, do you have a U-Force?
I do have a U-Force. Well, who did what? I heard it say Yahoo. Why did my alert box not pop up? Why did it not tell me what happened? Somebody thanks for whatever that just happened. I didn't see what had happened when I just said Yahoo. My alert box says it's here. I don't know. Did I have it in the wrong position? Should be on top. Alright, yeah, we'll put this guy up. Do you want to see the U-Force? I can go grab.
Red. Okay. I'm not gonna force you
Okay.
to do all this live on stream, but could you try it with the adapter when you have time?
Ew, that sounds awful. You really want to try the U-Force to play a game? Don't do that to yourself. Have more respect for yourself as a human being.
"32-bit red. Yes, because I have an unreleased game on here that requires it.
What game required the U-Force? I mean, the U-Force, I don't...
32-bit red. U-Force Power Games.
Alright. I mean, I can take a look. I don't see why it wouldn't work on there. Unless there's a data line not hooked up to it. Alright, controller's in there. Everything's in there now. That there. This here. Alright. Now it's back in its hole. There, it looks better like this. You know, not being out to be used. I'll put a little tape on this to hold it down. Okay. Well, that controller's not being fixed. I'm going to put this back up. Alright, let me see what I have left in the box of crappy controllers. I don't think I have many left. I think we've got 2. Yeah. I've got 3 if you count the Turbo Touch. But I think I took that apart and I can't figure out why it's not working. But we got this generic guy right here. I'm going to make sure it still doesn't work. Maybe this one was good. I don't remember if I fixed this one or not.
Retro Goofy. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. What's happening, homie? Alright, selects works, start works. Left kind of works. Turbo works. Yay! I can't see on the TV. There we go. The controller feels like crap. I can't. There we go.
Retro Goopy. Oh no, not World 0 to 1 again.
No, no. I'm just checking controllers. Alright. This guy actually works. Neat. I had him in the broken stuff, but yeah. That generic looking POS worked. NES controllers. Alright. And now let me see what this one is doing. I know this was kind of being weird. Oh yeah. The A button pauses. The A button shouldn't pause. Alright. Now it's not doing anything. Alright, this would be a fun one to try to take apart. This is a weird controller. Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'll eventually get the right buttons here. Alright, so there's a screw here. So hold down the knob. Put you over there.
Retro Goopy. That's a weird one.
Yeah, it is. It's a Hori pad, so you'd think usually Hori, even back then, made decent pads. It's just something's either shorted out or it's going to be something gone bad on the board. Should really get rid of all these other pad parts before I take apart another controller. I always get them confused. Alright, let's see what this guy looks like under here. I feel like there's another screw somewhere. There we go. Ew, nasty. So the start button was coming out. Let me pop this thing off. Well, that's great. By pop it off, I mean break the clips. Then I just have to get that one back in there because the plastic's too brittle. So where's our button? So our start button. I think our start button's shorted out somewhere. This is weird. So that should be. This should be the ground. And this one is the B button, and the A button comes there, goes up and around here on this trace, and then they attach to the other A and B buttons. Alright, let's tone them out and find out what we have here. So these should tone together. Why are you not toning for me? Hello.
Hey, so we're driving home. Lily peed her pants. Can I drop her off at home and have you deal with that while I go and grab us lunch?
Yeah, that's fine. This is the second time, isn't it?
Yeah, she did it last night too.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Bring her home. Alright. Bye. Alright. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. We got that clip right there popped on me as soon as I touched it. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with those
Zaxi
clips.
0_. My dog is now awake from that ringtone.
Does he like X-Men? He should like X-Men. Alright. So this one goes up and around here, over to here. This one, up.
Kofi stream butt. Visit Dougly007's KO5 page at.
Those are my wires. There's really, I don't even see where it could be a problem. I mean, one of these guys could be bad, causing some weird switching issues. We have these two caps here. I don't know. Put it back together and we'll see. See if it does the same thing. And, I mean, this button was halfway out, so maybe that was causing some weird issues. Where's our little screws? There's it here. Yeah, so I'm basically I'll get this together and then wait to go get the girls. I'm of the van. And then the wife is getting lunch, so that means they'll be home earlier. Don't think this was routed any weird way. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't think that was in like that. I think it was on top of it here. Yeah, it was on top. Maybe it was on top. I don't remember. Okay. We're gonna put it off to the side. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the laptop off screen, just because I'll have to clear off my complete table just to get the laptop on it, because it's a wider 17-inch screen, and it is not a good way of doing it. I can check the power cords real fast while I'm on stream, but like I said, as soon as the family gets home, I'm gonna jump off here. But this is the last Nintendo controller I was gonna look at. So I'm done with the Nintendo controller testing, and I did add another thing to the list that somebody brought to me. The bad thing about me doing streams now is people know that I'm fixing stuff again, so they're bringing stuff to me. So I now have a Saturn to work on, and I think I'll work on that next week. We'll see what's going on with the video cord, and probably just a connector. But we'll find out. So these should be, I think that was slow motion, I don't know. That should be for our directional pad. Okay. Test it one more time. With the Mario. Hee hee. Huh. So, maybe it has to do with... Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I think one of the chips went out on it. Now it's not doing anything at all. Every time it does nothing at all after it works sort of before, I need to make sure I didn't mess up my Nintendo. Take that, glasses. I also got the extension cord, or the
Zaxy0_. Good luck on the alienware. Does it show any signs of life?
There we go. That's fine. Well, let's take a look at it. I can at least show you what it's doing and not doing. We'll go back to the big talking screen here. So it's a big, gigantic 17-inch one. First thing I was going to do is I'm going to get my multimeter out to make sure we're getting power out of the cords. I can at least do some of this stuff before I leave. So we have the original power block and an aftermarket one. So we'll try the original one first. It's all tangled up together. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we have. So we have a light on the power cord. So that shows me it's probably getting something. One of those stupid ones with the little weird needle in the middle. Hold on. Yeah, it's getting voltage out of that. Let's take a look at the connector itself. It doesn't look damaged. With the power cord in here, it's not showing anything at all. Even if it's a dead battery, I should have the charging lights. Unless the power port is bad.
Zaxy0_. Push the power button a couple times.
Nothing. And if I'm trying to like move the power cord around, seeing if that's loose. I'm not getting anything there either. It looks like you took the base off. The base is not screwed in perfectly. Let's take a look in here. Maybe we can get this open at the bench. It feels like it's too big though. Everything. Let me get my cloth here. Don't want to scratch it on any of this random bits of bobs on my. There we go. Oh, we're missing screws. Missing 2 screws there. Screws there. There's only 2 screws. Does this have a kill switch for the battery, for the back not being on? Let's see.
Zaxy0_. No kill switch on the back.
No, I don't see anything. Now, even if the RAM wasn't seated, I would get something. So the RAM not working, that wouldn't make a difference. Here's battery. I don't think we have any issues with the battery, but we'll take a look here. Alright, so I'm getting 3.3, 12, 12, 12, 12. Where's my 5-volt line? It may not have a 12 volt maybe it doesn't have a 12 coming out. That's my wireless fan. The only thing I can think of is that maybe the power port is bad. I'm not sure where the charging circuit is on this one. This right here, maybe? That's going. I think that's a keyboard. Yeah, that's ground. So that's where the center from the power cord is coming in. That's good. And ground. Alright, so this, the power cord is coming in here through this ribbon cable. And we know they're making it to the pins. So let's try this again. We got this one going to here. They're going to Where was it? Come on. Get in there again. There it is. It's coming in here. Alright. Then going from there to here. And how is this diet? How is this little guy here? See? It's reading as a 0 nanofarad, which might be. Alright, let's check this. Alright. That diode is good. Then from here, where does it go? Going to a charging circuit somewhere, probably on the other side of the board. Going to this jack here. Coming out this side here. Going up to there. Alright, going to this one now. Huh. I'll have to see what these chips are. I think there'd be a fuse of something somewhere. I was hoping I could find like a fuse of some sort. I'm not going to take that off right now. What's interesting is we are having, the battery itself is good. It has a charge. I'm getting 12 volts out of the battery. So I should have some signs of life anyway. Like plugged in or not.
Zaxi0_. If you don't find anything, look around the heat pipes for funky values. These things get to ridiculous temps and can fry stuff if you decide to pull a long enough gaming sesh.
Well, this is a work laptop originally. So you think something might have fried itself around the heat lines? I can start checking for any. Oh, kids are home. I gotta go. I just heard him pull up. So I will talk with you guys later. And hopefully
Retro Goofy.
figure this out later.
See ya later.
Alright. You guys have a good day.
Zaxy0_. Yeah, I had an X14. A MOSFET was positioned right above the heat pipes and stopped it from posting.
Okay.
Zaxy0_.
Alright, I'll be right up. Alright. Yeah, I'll take a look at it and see if I can find any bad MOSFETs or something. Alright.